I'm going to finish setting up camp. I need to get my sleeping bag in there. I haven't got it in yet. And I might start lining out something to eat tonight. I'm torn. Let me turn you around here. Just brought some meager stuff, some ramens, Mountain House, of course. I did bring a deer steak, which I've got thawing. Hopefully it'll be thawed enough. And I also have, I've tried to pack it in some ice. I have a top sirloin, which either tomorrow morning for breakfast, because I forgot to bring eggs. So I'll have the top sirloin, or maybe for lunch or tomorrow night for dinner, depending on how the thawing goes and how long I decide to stay. So anyway, let me finish getting camp set up and I'll get back with you. A couple little tips on this style tent, actually any tent, and some of them are just common sense, but other ones something you may not think about. Always make sure you zip up your liners or your doors. You don't want anything crawling in. Try to get your zippers up high enough that you don't have any problems. You want to make sure when you're setting up your post on this style tent, or again, as I said, any tent, that you don't have it too tight. You'll be pulling against your zipper, which can cause tears, especially if you're fighting. If you're fighting it, adjust it in a little bit. Move the stake in, and if you have trouble zipping it up, just pull in a little bit on the stake, and you take a little tension off to get it zipped up. And then, like I said, you can adjust the side post so that you can unzip it and zip it easily without any issues and not causing any tears. Hey, you guys remember Kelson and Jordan? Yeah, they've grown up a bit since you seen them last. Jordan brought his guitar. All right, gonna play some music tonight. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, hey, Kelson.
How you doing?
Jordan's over there. You already met him. So, well, I'm working on the fire. I'll get back to it here in just a second. All right, that deer steak's all thawed out. I should have got some seasoning on it, but I'll do that here in a minute after I get the fire going. I'm lucky. Got a cedar tree right behind me. I know a lot of you are going to go, well, why don't you go grab some fatwood or some birch? We don't have them. So learn the resources that you have. Cedar is abundant here. I love cedar. Fatwood, don't get me wrong about your fatwood. I got some with me, but it's not from my area. The cedar is, so I want to use the resources I have. And so I'm gonna give me some cedar bark. Nothing really major to this. Oh man, either I've gotten taller or the camera's gone down. But anyway, cedar bark, you can just pull some off, depending on how you use it. I'm just gonna break it up in my hand, just to make a nice bit of tinder there. Break it into fine pieces. I hope you can see that. I'll get quite a bit more than this. And like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to do ferro rod or flint and steel. Might just do flint and steel. We'll see. But anyway, let me get some more here. Well, I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but the turkeys are going nuts back there in the woods. Quite a few turkeys in this area. In fact, I'm going to cut a clip in here of one I saw on the way in. Yeah, I wished I would have got my camera up sooner. He was standing there letting me know that he owned that road. Anyway, let's back to setting up. Get that a little bit more fibrous. I didn't get a whole lot, which is a no-no. Man, this is not going. There we go. Yeah, it's not always like they show on YouTube. Now don't neglect the smalls. You can ask my grandson, because I'm going to do some editing here. That first fire didn't go, did it?
Mm-mm.
It took me a little bit more cedar bark and getting some more smalls. I got too overly anxious and threw too much bigger stuff on until the smalls got going. The deer steak's going there. Fire's working. Probably should have got that going earlier, but it is what it is. Just hoping we get it done before it gets too dark. I already got the steaks on. I'd rather it got down to some more coals, but I'm trying to sear them here a little bit real quick and then move them back. A little windier than I like tonight, so I might get enough fire just to get something to eat and then let that burn out. You know, I can say I have no fears of anything catching or anything starting a fire, but no sense taking a risk. So we'll let them go for a little bit. All right, got that deer steak done. I hope you can see that. Yeah, deer steak, I'm not going to eat that off a camp plate. I brought a nice plate. Oh, that's so good. Sure you don't want some?
I'm sure.
Would you like some? All right, I'll finish it then. You sure? Okay. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Peaceful, isn't it? Coyotes. Hear them? They heard the song. Oh man, morning. Animals are up and noisy this morning. Turkey feather over there I found last night. Let me shut this off and get up and morning guys. Got the fire going back there. I don't know if you can see it. Coffee sitting on there. I brought some potatoes. Probably cut those up, brown them a bit. They'll take a while. And then I have some eggs. A little farm down the road. Stop there and people on the land, and got a couple eggs. They got, you know, chickens. They got some turkeys too down there too. But I'll probably have that for breakfast. I'm not sure if I'm gonna throw any meat in or not. We'll decide. I didn't bring any like bacon or anything, but got the fire going. The good thing about using cedar and cedar bark is if you get, you know, you got some coals from the night before, same thing, grab you some cedar bark, break it up, put it on the coals, put little small pieces of tinder there. You can go about doing other things in it, you know, nature will take over and it'll do its thing. You know, you can add a little air to it if you want, blow on it, whatever, and it'll kick it in a bit faster. But if you're not quite awake yet and stumbling around and getting stuff going, and just don't want to mess with it, yeah, get you a pretty good size. Don't even need a big size, but you know, get you some good bark. And farm over on down the road, you can hear their cows. They are loud, and they're not close. Wow. But anyway, break up the bark as I showed when I was originally making the fire, and just throw it on and get it going. Oh, let me slide over just here. Don't know if you can see it any better. I'm kind of bad angle on the camera, but got the fire going. Didn't sleep real well last night. Tossed and turned until about 2. It's been a while since I've done this. But next thing I know, it's, I'm hearing some noise outside. And right where I can't see outside the tent, I could at least see it was light outside. So that shocked me. I must have fell asleep from about 2 o'clock to 7. So I never get up later than 5 o'clock, 5:10. So 7 o'clock, even though I was up till 2, is a big thing for me. Anyway, got the coffee going. Oh, you might notice I changed hats. Today would have been my dad's 84th birthday, born in 40. Yeah. Anyway, this happy heavenly birthday to my dad. Sure do miss him. And his twin brother, it's his birthday today, Alvin. So, guys, spend time with your dads. No matter what happened, you can work through it. You can work through it. And at one time they're not going to be there, and you're going to turn around to say something and realize they're not there. So, this was my dad's hat, and I'm wearing it in honor of him today. I'm going to get on to breakfast. Brought a jar of potatoes. I already opened them. But some potatoes we canned up last year. I'll quarter those up, get them frying, and then, you know, they'll take a while, and then get the eggs going after that. I'm not going to sit here and make you watch me cook potatoes and eggs, but I will say canning or any skills like that that you can learn, if you know, especially the way the society and the economy is going, anything that can help, I suggest learning how to can. It's not that scary, and it just follow the rules when you do it. It's not hard. Anyway, I'm gonna get on to breakfast. Alright, so I am going to show you a little bit of, just got the potatoes cut up, brought some salt and some Montreal's steak seasoning. So I got those seasoned up. Oh, it's going to be good. And I dropped some butter into the fire, but it'll be fine. As my granddaughter says, it'll be fine. Coffee perking, yeah. Yeah, I didn't feel like doing instant this morning. Have it with me, but yeah, if you don't have to, you don't have to. So rinse these eggs off where they are fresh from the chicken. I throw it right in there on that butter. I don't care. It'll be fine. Oh, got the hot sauce. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Got the breakfast all done. Try it out. I'm not going to eat in front of you. Just taste it here. Not bad. Not bad. I wish I would have remembered to bring some sausage or bacon or something, but still pretty good. The Montreal's really helped it out. A little tip. Eggs are great, you know, when you're out camping or hiking. Of course, if you're out hiking or away from where you can keep them cold, farm eggs, great resource. You know, store-bought eggs have to be kept cold, so they're not good for taking out into the woods. Stop by someplace if you can get some fresh eggs. If you don't have your own eggs, you might think about it. You know, you get your own chickens. But anyway, get some fresh eggs, find a way to carry them. Just make sure to wash them off before you use them. They don't need to be refrigerated. Great resource. I forgot it was Easter tomorrow. My granddaughter reminded me. So I think I'm going to close up camp here and pack up and head home. At least I got out for one evening. It's been a long time since I've done that, so it's kind of cool to get out. And glad you guys hung around. You know, I was mentioning earlier, sometimes you have a topic, sometimes you don't. Sometimes I just play by the seat of my pants, you know, or however that saying goes. You know the saying. Just play it by ear. And so that's kind of what happened when my grandkids came out, and then my granddaughter came over, and we did some fire practice. That was fun. But looking back over some videos while I was sitting there, one of my videos, Tim Berg, one of my subscribers, mentioned, I wrote a book recently called Hell Comes to Play, The True Story of America's Mass Murdering Family, The Bloody Benders. Boy, I should have thought twice about that subtitle. That's a long subtitle. Anyway, recently I did a video showing the new cover for that. And Tim Berg asked a question, or made a comment. He said, "Hey, why don't you do a book drawing for a signed cover?" So I think I'm going to do that. Oh, I just looking there. My camera was making weird signs at me. I didn't know what it was doing. But I think I'm going to do a hardcover and a paperback, signed copies. I'm going to leave a link to my other channel, which I'm going to start moving some of the Bender stuff off of here onto that other channel and getting this back to my regular channel for camping and bushcrafting, homesteading, that sort of thing. But if you're a subscriber here, that's number one, and then you go to the other channel, which the link will be in the description, and subscribe there, and just make a comment that you've seen both videos. That's it. I've seen both videos, meaning this one and the one I'm going to put up over there, and it's going to be called, I don't know what it's going to be called. And there will be a video called Book Giveaway. It's not up yet because I just thought of it. So on that video, just say, I've seen both videos. And then I'll understand. And then I'll enter you into the giveaway. And in that video, I will also have the date on when it's all over and everything like that. So, haven't got that far yet. Tim, thanks for the great suggestion. So, guys, again, thanks for hanging out and enjoying just my time out in the woods. Been a while. And as I always say, if you got grandkids or kids, get them out in the woods. And you know, the stuff you teach them when they're young, they won't forget when they're older. Have a happy Easter, guys. Doing a little surfing.